All right, first thing I want to go over is the smoke or the firebox. So whoever wants to come over here and look at it, I'll show you. All right, so your pieces of wood for your short cooks, your ribs, your chicken, stuff that is under, let's say 6 hours, you want to use one log. Put it in the middle of the box. You want to put it about an inch or two away from, like, if you want to look in there, there's a cover that's over the burner. You want to put it about 2 inches to 1 inch to 2 inches behind that. You don't want it any closer. For your long cooks, your briskets, your pork butts, use 2 or 3 logs, depending on how much smoke you want. Same thing, just put them next to each other, 1 to 2 inches away from that guard on the firebox. After you're done cooking with your cook cycle to clean out your ashes, this is what this is for. You have your metal container, empty your ashes in there. Try to keep your firebox as clean as possible so ashes aren't getting into the burner. With your wood, try to use as green wood as possible, meaning not wood that's been sitting out for a year. So try to get, fresh cut wood. You don't want to start a huge fire in there, which it won't hurt anything, but you just don't want that much smoke going into your product. Other than that, that's about it. Always use the handle, never touch this, because it is hot. That's it. Any questions? It's pretty straightforward, so if anybody wants to go look so they can see.
You just asked, are we supposed to soak the wood? Can we soak the wood?
You can, we don't recommend it. There's no benefit to it.
Okay.
Because the flame, if you guys, anybody want to look at the flame, they'll see it's only about this long, so the wood gradually burns. It's not like there's a huge flame covering the log. Just open it up.
Just raise it up?
Yeah. Don't worry, the flame's not going to come out that far. Actually, a little bit closer. So like that. Really simple. You want to turn the machine on? On. Select your temperature. Goes up to 325, goes down to 140. Let's say you put on 230. The burner, the flame will be on until it reaches 230. Once it hits 230, it shuts off. And when the machine calls for heat, it'll turn back on again. So it's about a 5-degree difference until it comes back on. And it'll keep on repeating that process until your cook cycle is done. When your doors are open, this is your rotisserie advanced switch. There is no timer on here. Well, there is, but it's not like our other controller that's a little bit more sophisticated. So rotate your rotisserie like so. You could also use this. This plugs in right there. It's an air switch. So if you have a tray, it makes it a little bit easier. If you're not using it, try to just kick it under or else take it off because this likes to get broken or lost. Loading your products, your ribs, your chicken, your smaller stuff, anywhere on here, try to load it evenly. Don't put a lot of weight on this side, a less weight on this side. Just try to make everything even. When you put your ribs or anything, don't have a lot of overhang because as it goes around, you don't want the racks to hit. So just make sure you try to stay within the parameters. For your pork butt and briskets, your bigger, medium cuts of meat, only on the top shelf or the bottom. Your bigger cuts, let's say your hams, turkeys, only your bottom shelf. And the reason for that is if you put a turkey up here, it'll hit the next rack, it'll fall off and you're gonna have problems. That's how you take your racks out really easy. Your hanger racks for cleaning come out really easy. Just take them up and off. There's no need to preheat the oven. If you come here in the morning, the oven's cold, just throw your product in there, turn it on. There's no difference if it's preheated or not. Your convection fan motor and fan is right there. That's one thing that's very important to keep clean. And I'll show you guys how to clean that after you all see it. If you come around to this side, there's an access door right here. It's 2 screws. Take these 2 screws off. I do it once a week, 2 weeks at the latest. Just open this door. There's that fan right there. Make sure the machine is off and unplugged, and just clean that fan, because creosote, which is smoke, will build up and it can throw it off balance over time. So make sure to keep it clean so you won't have any problems. Then just put your 2 screws back in right here. That's it. After each time you cook, just take a wet rag, really quick, wipe this gasket down. Over time, grease can build up and it'll pull against that gasket, prematurely wearing it. Keep that clean. Other than that, that's about it, except for your drain valve, which is on this side. So when you guys want to clean out your machine, this is all stainless steel, so you could use whatever you want. It's not going to hurt. Just try to use something food grade. Your drain valve is on that side, just to let you know. And that's what this is for. If you guys need it, just screw it on so it goes down into the bucket. Now it's time for questions.
Can you show us how to set the hours?
There is no hours. This is just time. This is just temp. This is a very simple controller. They didn't get the upgraded one.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
We take the racks up and we can send those through the dishwasher racks.
Yeah.
Okay, now if we take the racks out and we want to clean that, how do we clean the inside out? Because obviously meat drippings and stuff are going to drip on the bottom.
Yeah. Use a power washer, use a hose.
Power washer or a hose.
Yeah, you could use anything. Just be careful, don't get too much water up in the corner over there, but otherwise you can spray this whole entire thing, does not matter. We also sell a great cleaner. You can always contact our office.
So you power wash with the hose and just hose it all down?
Everything.
And then it has a drain down on the bottom to drain the water out?
The drain is right there.
Oh, I see.
Well, actually, there's one thing you could do. You could keep about a 1/4 inch of water on the bottom of your machine. It'll just help with the drippings right there.
Okay.
It'll add a little bit of moisture, not much.
So when draining that out, when you drain the water, you put a tub underneath there to drain it out?
Yeah, however you drain. I mean, whatever you guys want to use.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, when cleaning the fan, 2 questions on cleaning the fan. One, is there a way to put a different latch on that door so that we're not taking off screws and losing screws? Second question is, does the fan come off or do we just clean it while it's attached?
You clean it while it's attached.
And it's stainless, so it should just...
It's galvanized, but
Okay, so...
yeah, just use a green scrubbing pad.
Okay.
Yeah, just use a little bucket, just kind of clean it off, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, really easy. With the 2 screws, I mean, you can talk to your maintenance people. They can figure something out. We're not going to actually say do something else because it's a liability issue. So we don't want it to be easy because we don't want somebody to come and open that while the fan's going. They put their hand in there.
So it's more of a safety reason.
Yeah. So it's your discretion.
With the warranty on that equipment?
Well, if it were to break, yeah, that'd be something to worry about. But don't worry about it. Just
Okay.
if you guys want to do it, talk to your maintenance people and they can figure it out.
Okay.
Any questions with loading product?
How often does the which need to be cleaned?
You'd have to talk to an HVAC company. It depends how it's set up. I couldn't tell you.
But it's not different than a normal cleaning process? Like you don't recommend cleaning the hoods every 2 months or anything different?
Well, it depends. I don't know how much you guys will use it. Probably a lot, obviously, but it just all depends.
It all
Talk to
depends
them
on
and
usage.
ask them what they think.
Okay.
All we do is the machine right here. And you guys have the open flue, so the smoke just finds its easiest way out.
So you said before it is okay to put a little bit of water down at the bottom
Yeah.
before you start the cooking process?
Yeah.
A couple inches?
Yeah. No, not a couple inches. Well,
Well,
1/4 inch to
quarter
1/2
inch.
inch. Yeah.
1/4 inch and a half inch.
Yeah. Because you don't want too much moisture unless you like that. One thing here, cook times and temps. I'll just give you a quick reference. What I like, I do 220, 225 for ribs for about 3.5 to 4 hours. But you guys may like 240 for 3 hours and 15 minutes. So you guys just play with it and you'll figure out what is best for you. Pork butts 190 to 200 for 12 to 14 hours. Same thing with brisket. And you could use obviously lower temperature. That's just what I like. So. And chicken's the same as ribs too. Cook time and temp.
All this information's in here.
Yeah, there's a guide right there. This will just have a bunch of things in there, from lobster to shrimp to pork chops to ribs to ham. Just kind of a quick guide. Just you guys can start there and then just kind of play with it and see what you like.
There's also an operation manual.
Yeah.
I know when you were saying the meats per rack, you didn't really mention the middle one. Is that one like not really good to use?
Well, no. For all your small meats, you can use all three. Yeah, just when you do your pork butts and your briskets, you take the middle one out.
So you have
And then if you do your big, let's say turkey or a ham, you take both the top racks off. But these ones, all your small cuts.
okay.
Chicken, ribs, pork chops, anything else.
Okay, awesome.
And if you guys want to do smoked burgers, you could fit about 3,000 in there, so. Yeah. Quarter-pound burgers. If for whatever reason this fan blade goes bad, the fan blade, not the motor, this panel right here, there's a spare fan blade. So for whatever reason, if this one ever breaks off or whatever reason, there's another one in here. And there's 2 screws, 2 bolts that unbolt right here.